What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Snack Run Podcast, and we decided to mix it up. I know you guys are so used to big old boy Ryan introducing it, but I want to take the helm, I want to take the reins and introduce the Snack Run Podcast. I'm Brady Cardia. You could call me a lot of things, just don't call me Dad. That is not my son. What is up? We are super pumped to have you guys here.
Imagine someone's like, "Hey, this is your son. You had to pay child support." And you're like, "No,
burn it with fire."
I would have never hooked up with you.
Who are you?
And what's up, guys? I'm Brian Hernia, aka Never Lose Heart, aka Kona Hot Cafe, aka your favorite co-host of the Snack Run Podcast.
There we go, and we got a great, lovely Snack Run Podcast for you guys. Just in case we got some new people here. First part of the podcast, we're going to talk about all things pop cultures, all the normie things, what everybody kind of knows about. And the second half of the podcast is going to be about anime and all that jazz. And Ryan, what we have to talk about on the first portion of the Snack Run Podcast?
Yo, it's been a busy week. We have a ton to talk about. Most notably, it's Barbenheimer weekend.
It is Barbenheimer weekend. People are going crazy for it.
People are crawling over each other for seats.
They love it. And I don't even know why they're fighting for seats, because you have to register the seats before you even get there.
Not Harkins too, right?
Yeah, Harkins too. Well, there might be some old school Harkins.
There have been times where I get to my seat and someone's in it, so it happens.
Isn't it crazy that movies has become such a thing? Because remember back in the day, you would just buy a ticket and you're like, okay, I'm gonna sit.
Try to get a good seat.
I'm gonna sit wherever I sit. But now, I think
this is better.
I do like this a lot better because you don't have to worry about getting there early. You could literally get there after the previews, and you're like, my seat's there. Well, hypothetically, it should be there because sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's some chump.
It's been an insane weekend for sure. Your theater was packed
my theater,
out the ass.
I actually went to a theater I usually don't go to. I'm a Harkins guy, but we decided to go to AMC. We had some AMC.
Was the one that we usually go to a long time ago?
Yeah.
Deer Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, L.A. You went to L.A. AMC.
Elk area.
Yeah.
Deer Valley, Elk area.
Massachusetts.
Wow, you're so good at that. Anyway, yes. So we went to an AMC. We're usually a Harkin family. We're a big old Harkin family with our big old Harkin cups. But we were like, okay, we have some AMC credits, so let's go see Barbie.
Does Harkins have IMAX?
Yeah, they do. They have IMAX, Dolby, everything. The one we usually go to, they have this one called Premium Cine or something like that. It's basically the Dolby and the IMAX put together. What's super cool, because I'm pretty sure IMAX is more of the visual quality.
IMAX is both. IMAX is the ultimate experience.
And then what's Dolby? Is Dolby just audio?
Dolby is auto.
Autobots roll out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dolby is just better vision.
When I was there, I don't think there was any showings for Barbie in IMAX. What's kind of messed up?
No, I don't think it's not.
No, yeah.
I mean Barbie, I'm sure looks great.
I would love to see Barbie in IMAX.
Oppenheimer would look way better in IMAX than Barbie would.
I mean, it's recommended to be seen in IMAX, but isn't it crazy that there's actually only 10 or 11 actual true IMAX theaters in the US? Because it's weird because you go to all these theaters and they have these giant signs where it says IMAX theater, but it's not a true IMAX theater. It doesn't get all the ratios and qualities of those IMAX cameras. Because I know there's only one here in the state what we live in. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I know there's only one true one here, and it's in the ghetto.
Oh, you're talking about upstate New York, where we're
from. Yeah, exactly.
The Bronx.
The Bronx, up here on the Bronx.
The Bronx on that guy.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's weird that they promotes these movie theaters to have IMAX, but it's not real IMAX. I mean, it's good. It's just not real. It's a fake IMAX.
When did you become an IMAX or a theater snob?
It's just not a theater snob.
Oh, babe, this theater. I mean, it's IMAX, but it's not true Max.
No. It was just it's crazy. My dog's name is Max.
Don't give our position away. Don't give our location away, idiot.
Just because they know our dog's name.
They're gonna go through the yellow pages of dogs' names in the area and then find you.
No. So what brought it was Oppenheimer. They were you have to go see this in true IMAX, and they came out with a thing all the movie theaters don't have true IMAX. You gotta look up true actual IMAX, and we looked it up, and there's only 10 or 11 in the whole US. So it's crazy. So we looked up actually just for the fun. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet. Definitely saw Barbie, and we'll get to that soon. But I looked up okay, showing times for Oppenheimer, all freaking booked weeks in advance. I didn't even know you could book movie tickets that far in advance. experience.
I'm gonna try to see maybe tomorrow morning. I know that it's gonna be hard to find a ticket so late in the game.
Maybe on a Monday.
Monday morning.
Yeah, I think maybe like a senior citizen discount Monday morning theater. That will be the prime time to see it because like everybody's seeing it like this weekend. Like I remember that Thursday, and even people I know who aren't big like movie snobs, like everybody's seeing those movies.
Let's hear your thoughts about Barbie, brother.
Yeah,
did you have like a great experience? Like, did you go in with snacks and did you enjoy the movie?
Yes.
What did you think of the characters? And
so
everything?
here's the thing. Like I said, I saw it at AMC, and first of all, the experience at AMC, it's always good. It's all good, but it was crawling with people, man. It was
more so than I've seen in a very long time.
Because that's the thing is like you see like a big premiere, even Endgame. Like Endgame, the movie was like movie theaters were packed, but they were only there to see Endgame. There is multitudes of movies that we're going to see that day, Oppenheimer and Barbie, and probably I don't know if anybody was there to see any other types of movies, but I'm sure there was. But that place was crawling, definitely with Oppenheimer cosplays, Barbie people dressed up. Absolutely going. I haven't seen so much pink in
on a
forever.
side note, we've been fed well this year.
I don't think we could state that enough, and we have stated it probably enough, but we have been fed well. But yeah, anyway, we went to go see Barbie. It was great. I really liked it. To be honest, like the first 10% of the movie, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. Then the last 90%, what's weird, you say the last 90%, but the rest of the movie,
the first 90%, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
second 90%.
Yeah, the second 90%. I really liked it. Like after the first 10%, I was like, I don't know. Then something happens, and I was like, okay, now I understand what type of movie this is, and now I'm gonna love it. And like this movie is a wacky roller coaster. You never know what's gonna happen, and just like what they do in it is so creative and inventive. Like I don't think it's gonna be like the #1 movie out there, but it's definitely a fun movie. What you should go into like not taking it too seriously. So I really liked it, but you have to go in with like a very open mind. Like okay, this is a silly adult/kid girl movie, and you have to kind of go with that mindset of like not taking it like, oh my gosh, like this isn't like speaking to me. It's not going to speak to everybody obviously, but it's still a fun movie.
So my thoughts, I agree with what you said. I think that you're correct. You need to kind of go in with like a okay, sure, yeah, that sounds this is fun, wacky. It doesn't have to make sense, and it's not going to make sense. A lot of it, like if you nitpick at it, like it's gonna be hard for you to enjoy it if you're like, well, how do they get there now? Well, how do they get there now? What about this? Like, how does that make sense?
That happens a lot in this movie where things just like happen, and then you're like, huh. How did that happen?
You have to roll with it.
You have to roll with the punches, because I did bring that up to my wife. I'm like, I thought it was a great movie, but there was a couple plot holes, and then she's like, she looked at me, she's like, it's a fucking Barbie movie. Wait, why are you looking for a plot hole?
It's sort of like if you watch a cartoon and like, well, humans can't stretch like that, and the sun doesn't go down in the east like that. Like, duh, it's a cartoon.
Yeah, like there was like just kind of what you said. There was parts where like they just needed to get to point A to point B, and then they were just there, and no one questioned it. Or there's just things like, hey, I'm this from this thing, and they're like the other characters who are supposed to like be kind of weirded out. They're like, oh, okay, cool, you are that from that thing. I mean,
it's like Toon Space a little bit.
Yeah, it's like Toon Force, kind of. They just roll with it because, like, are we doing spoilers for Barbie? I don't know.
No.
We're not doing spoilers?
No.
Okay, so try to keep it spoiler-free. And this is in the trailer. Obviously, Barbie goes to the real world. And, like, in the real world, no one questions, like, oh, you're Barbie. You're the toy I, like, played with. Like, there was, at the beginning, there's like, oh, how are you Barbie? And then after that, it was like, okay, you're Barbie, you know?
Right, but in the world, in L.A., a lot of things can happen. Like,
anybody could be anybody in LA.
So my thoughts on the movie a little bit was that I agree that the first 10 minutes were. I mean, I don't think they were bad. I think it was more like not kind of like setting dumping, like info dumping a little bit, like this, like catching you up, like hardcore. Like, this is the world we're in. Like,
yeah, and there's a lot of characters in that world.
Right, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the world of Ken and Barbie were really cool, and how like I think it was Mattel's like marketing ploy to always say Barbie and Ken, and it was like their commercials, their marketing ploy was always like Barbie and Ken, and that kind of set off like some of the story elements to be pushed forward. Like, this is how it's supposed to be. This is Barbie's dream house, not Ken's dream house. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But overall,
yeah,
I loved it.
I think it's a fun movie. Like I said before, it's not a perfect movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're just going to be blunt, I think Oppenheimer's going to be the superior movie. But
Story-wise or like cinematic-wise?
probably cinematic and story-wise, most definitely story-wise, because it's like it takes itself a lot more serious. But for fun movie,
100%.
Yeah, you're not going into Oppenheimer like looking for a
a
giggle or
good
a laugh.
laugh.
Like there was parts in the Barbie, there was a lot of parts in the Barbie movie where I was hysterical. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And like I was very obnoxious when I was laughing, and like I'm usually not, but like it just had me rolling,
Yeah.
man. It was so funny, and like definitely like it just. Be blunt, it's a girl movie. Like it's Barbie, of course it's a girl movie, but like the jokes were like, oh my god, this is for like everybody, kind of like there's so many different types of humor you could really get into like with this movie.
Right. It's crazy that like I'm not sure that's everyone's opinion. I don't know. I didn't feel hardcore that this was just for women.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel isolated like at all. I mean, a little bit, yeah, when they were talking about like girls need to be this and women need to be that. I mean, yeah, I get that. I mean, that's never. I thought that was just like one part of the movie. Maybe I gotta rewatch it. What I was gonna say was that like this movie, I don't think was the best movie this year. I personally still think Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is still my favorite movie this year, and probably the best movie period this year. This one was the most fun I've had at a movie.
No, it was 100
most fun.
It was 100% most fun. And I think you gotta kind of go in it like with a mindset of like, okay, it's a girl movie, and like definitely if you guys are a guy out there, it's okay to like be made fun of and like whatever, but this movie does poke fun at a lot of guys, and you just have to be open-minded, because like there's a couple parts where to kind of keep it away from spoilers, there's part where like all the Kens like mansplain a lot of the stuff.
That's
I'm
so
like,
funny.
That is
It's
so
so
funny
funny.
because like as like just to be blunt, there are guys like that, and probably
I don't get The Godfather.
yeah. Like, how do I select this on Photoshop? And then Ken comes over, is like, well, you gotta select the layer first, and like that's such a like guys do mansplain. Like guys do mansplain, and that's like you have to be comfortable with like the flaws of a guy, because they're gonna make fun of the flaws of the guy.
And of course with sports, and they let me show you here, let me show you here, let me show you. And they put, I was laughing my ass off because like it's so stereotypical guy, and then it's like he was like playing the guitars like 4 hours later.
No, yeah, literally, you have to go and like just have fun with this movie.
Oh yeah. You have to let go of like your weird beliefs about like men and women, and also like political stuff, and like just enjoy it, because like you're not gonna be able to enjoy life or movies if you can't like let go of like these weird hangups you have. Yeah. So I have a funny story to tell about the Barbie movie.
Yeah, tell the Barbie movie, and I would really love to get into kind of the performance of Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, what's your story, man?
So like you said, you're kind of laughing kind of obnoxiously. I was definitely laughing obnoxiously. Like I'm not sure. I've laughed on the podcast a few times pretty hard, but my obnoxious laugh kind of goes like this.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, everybody.
And like that's kind of how I laugh when I get like really into something.
Yeah. And it's also weird because you can never tell if it's a fake laugh or a real laugh, because
right.
your real laugh sounds like a fake laugh. Yeah, see that laugh right there is like
this morning I was practicing my laugh. I know,
you're practicing
weird. Yeah,
your laugh?
I know, weird, right? But then like sometimes my own laugh makes me laugh even harder. So anyway, I'm like crying right now. But also partial to the allergies.
Are you tearing up because of the story?
Because of my laugh.
Oh, okay.
And so I was practicing this morning, and so like anyway, I was in the theaters laughing my ass off yesterday, bro. After the movie, a friend like from behind me reached out, and she's like, Ryan, hi, and I was like, I kind of darkened the theater. I'm like, Tiffany? Shout out to, that's not her real name. Shout out to Sarah.
You're really good at this.
Shout out to Sarah, that lives in New Dorsey,
Wakes Post, Washington.
And she was like, I knew it was you because of your laugh. she
You were like just distracting her from the whole movie. She was like, "Oh my gosh, that's Ryan."
She was texting one of my best friends, and she was like, her brother. She was texting her brother, who's one of my best friends, and she was like, "Hey, I think this is Ryan." And then he was like, "I don't think it is because like he lives kind of far from that theater." And no, I think it is. And
Oh, trust me, I know that laugh anywhere.
Listening to my dumbass fucking laugh, and then she told me at the end, it was like, I just knew it was from your laugh, and I was like so embarrassed.
I feel that. I mean, yeah, it's good that you had fun with it. There was like a group of like just fun girls. Like it was a group of like 6 girls just going to have fun, and they were absolutely rolling. And like it didn't bother me. Like they were having fun. It did get too far. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was like because there's funny jokes in this. I'm like, okay, everybody laughs, but then there's some jokes. And I'm like, why the fuck are you laughing? But yeah, it was just like people have fun, and I usually don't get like bothered by that. I don't think I was bothered either. There was just like some parts I'm like, why the fuck are you still laughing?
Sometimes I think it adds to the energy of the theater, which is good.
Yeah.
Adds to the theater experience because like when I watch the movie again, like either in theaters or like at home on streaming, I probably won't be laughing as hard as I did that first time I watched it.
Yeah.
With like the energy in the theater, it helps with that.
Yeah, I think that and even theater etiquette is very important because like a lot of things could ruin your theater experience. Like I think there was one movie, I don't know if you were there or maybe I was with my wife. Someone was on their phone in front of me and that light just like distracted me the entire movie. And it made me it might have been with you actually. And I wasn't furious, but I was like, come on. Like,
annoyed.
I couldn't enjoy this movie. So like theater etiquette is very, very important. I don't know. It was like a year ago.
Was it Creed? I feel like Creed, someone to my left was talking a lot.
I think it might have been Creed or it was the Mario movie. Or
I wasn't there for you.
We've seen so many movies this year, so I honestly can't even tell you.
Yeah. So that was a really funny story, and it was good. It was good catching up with Sarah.
Yeah. Good old Sarah.
Yeah, it was good catching up with her.
Not Tiffany.
I texted my buddy afterwards, and I was like, dude, she recognized me from my laugh. I feel so embarrassed.
Well, let's talk about some performances, man.
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
Let's talk about, the two key, I mean, there's so many, like, great actors and actresses in this, but obviously we got to talk about Margot Robbie. We got to talk about Ryan Gosling. I think he might have stole the show. He might. It's
100%.
It's a hard debate, like who led the show more, Margot Robbie or Ryan Gosling. They both were like amazing.
I'm looking up some of the actors, but
yeah, we also had Will Ferrell. We had Michael Cera in it. We had he's the villain in Secret Invasion. I forget his name, but he's like the main villain in Secret Invasion. He played a really fun Ken. Shang-Chi, and I feel really bad for
that's why I'm looking up their names.
I always feel bad for calling him Shang-Chi.
Well, that's because his name is like hard to say. Like your name's like easy to say like off the bat, like Brady, right? Okay, so and I'm gonna butcher this still, so I do apologize. Simu Lee. Simu Lee. I think it's Simu Lee. That's actually not that bad. I'll remember that from going forward now. Sorry, Simu Lo.
Let me see.
Simu Lo, I think. Liu.
Simu Liu.
I feel stupid.
Yeah. Or we could just call him Shang-Chi.
No, that's kind of rude.
Yeah, that's also kind of like if Robert Downey Jr. Someone was just saying like, "Hey,
Iron Man."
Hey, Iron Man. Well, I think they do like call him that.
Right. Well, he's Iron Man for 10 years.
But if he's Shang-Chi for 10 years, then we can start calling him Shang-Chi.
What if someone called you Snacky? Like you wouldn't want that.
Yeah. Maybe I would.
I think
it's like, all right, stop it.
It'd be kind of cool if you got stopped in the street. Yo, you're the guy on the dude. You're averaging 35 views per podcast.
You're the Snot Goblin.
you did that insensitive bit that one week.
No, that's the other guy. Trust me, that's the other guy.
yeah, no, that's Indian food. Come on.
I'm Snacky. You're Indian food.
I'm Curry.
Yeah. Who else was in it? Who's that?
Margot, obviously. Ryan, obviously. Will Ferrell. Emma Mackey, I believe, was the human character. Simu Lo. Michael Cera. Kate McKinnon. Was she the weird Barbie? I think. She was the weird Barbie.
Yeah. She was the weird Barbie.
America Ferrera. I'm sorry. That person was the
human.
The depressed human one.
The mom or the daughter? Because they're both depressed.
Look at this.
Okay.
Who did Emma play? Emma might have played a Barbie.
Let's see. So we're looking. Emma McKinney. She played. I think she just played like a normal Barbie. She didn't play like any. No, yeah, she didn't play any big part in it. I don't think so.
They got to update Ariana Greenblatt's acting profile. She looks like 5 years old.
Oh my gosh, she does look young in that. Maybe this is like her first role for like a while. Like maybe she did something.
She killed it then.
Oh, she killed it. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that. Who you want to talk about first?
We can talk a little bit longer about Barbie. I have a few headlines we can talk about as well.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about range for a second.
Yeah.
Because we were talking at the dinner table, and we figured that like, all of these actors have a pretty good insane range.
So much range.
Like Simu Lo, I knew him from the comedy Kim's Convenience, and then later Shang-Chi, and then now Barbie, which is kind of like a musical / comedy. So
yeah, he's really good. I think one of the biggest ones is Ryan Gosling. Like we kind of talked about before we came up on here. It's like he is like more of a, he does do like comedy, romance and stuff like that, but he's like an action. Like he was that one movie Drive where he was the driver, like,
and Gray Man.
Yeah,
Driver and Gray Man.
Driver and Gray Man. Like he's like not the most serious action star, but like he does more like gritty, serious movies. And like his range on this was absolutely phenomenal. And like I could confidently say like he was probably my favorite part, but Margot Robbie is like a close second, or maybe even like a first, because Margot Robbie absolutely killed it. And like, you know what's crazy about Margot Robbie? She hasn't had a lot of movies where she's the main lead. Like there's not like, I don't think there's any movies.
Half her movies.
It was like, I don't even I can't think of one movie where she's the main lead. She's always like the co-lead or like a side lead.
A little bit harder
to think of.
Margot was the main
I mean Harley Quinn.
She did two. In Babylon, she was the second main character.
Oh, but Babylon sucked, man. Yeah, second main character. Like when I think it's this and Harley
Babylon
Quinn.
Was not good, apparently.
It's this and Harley Quinn was where she was like the main character. She's always shared a screen, but
what did she say? We're the bad guys. What we do.
Yeah. So, like this and Harley, Birds of Prey, I think it was.
What the fuck is this? Is there a Suicide Squad?
But like, I would like to see her more in like those main roles.
Wolf of Wall Street. I don't think she was the main person.
Very side character.
Really,
yeah.
I never saw it. I hear it's good though.
Very side character. Even Babylon, side main character.
Did you watch Babylon?
No, but
that came out last year.
It was bad. So
that was bad Babylon.
But I heard her performance was really good in Babylon.
I, Tonya, it looks like she's on the cover of I, Tonya.
Just looks like her. Watch it just be like another blonde girl.
That would be wild.
I never seen I, Tonya.
Yeah, it's not her in the cover.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, she absolutely kills this. And, like, it's so funny. And
she's young, too.
She plays it so well. Like,
she's 33.
She plays, like, stereotypical Barbie. That's, like, her Barbie name is, like, she's the everything Barbie. And she plays it so well. And, like, she had an amazing job just performing. I think what hit me hard was the parts where she went from, like, happy to, like, sad and crying. Like on a dot. Like it was like there was parts in this movie where like she just snapped from like this happy-go-lucky Barbie to like this very depressed, sad. Like I think there was a crying scene where she was on the bench and she was talking to Olay and she told Olay, "Oh, you're beautiful," and Olay said, I know." And then she had one single tear rolling down. Like that's not even a big plot point in the movie, but like it's like her.
It was a moment of like human.
Yes.
Experience, and I think those kind of accumulation of human experiences kind of made her want to
do the thing,
do stuff.
You're
and hang
really
out.
good at no spoilers.
Dude, come on.
You were ready. I mean, yeah.
Come on, dude. I mean, I caught myself.
You did catch yourself. I thought you were just gonna roll with it because I thought you forgot about the no spoilers.
So that experience of human kindness kind of drove home some of the later parts of the movie.
Here's the thing. I was about to say Will Smith. Will Ferrell. He's in this movie. I'll say that much. He's definitely in this movie. I think he does great in this movie. But there is parts where like, why is this character in this movie?
I thought he added. I really thought he added. Not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I
know
like,
that
on
I know
the
they could
plot,
have cut him out.
On a plot, even though we just said like this movie's not about the plot, but on the plot, like. Why was he here? Like, if you did cut him out, it wouldn't, like, change the plot of the movie.
There's so many things that you can, like, say, okay, you know what? Yes, I agree.
But he was funny. I agree. I think he's a fine addition, but there were some parts where, like, his character was doing this thing, then his character would disappear, and then he would just pop up randomly. Like, at the very end, there's some type of commotion on the beach, and then he's involved, and then randomly he disappears until the end of the movie. Then he walks out of somewhere randomly. So I'm like, what is he doing?
Let me give my take about Will Ferrell and then my rating, and then you can give your rating, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, let's do it.
But Yes, I agree that the corporate aspect of this movie wasn't super needed, but I'm glad it was there. I really do. It sets it up for like spin-off, like small episodes, or like even a spin-off movie. There's other aspects of the world that they can expand on, and I thought that he was funnier than I expected him to be.
No, he was really fun. It is weird because he looks so old.
He's old looking, but also
old.
His last few movies, and people like think, oh, his last movie is like Talladega Nights. It's not. Like, he's actually come out with a few stinkers since then.
Stinkers. He also came out with that one Christmas movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Was that good? I didn't catch it.
I've never watched it. I really want to watch it.
You have Apple TV?
I do.
I have it for like 2 more months for free.
Yeah, we should watch it. It looks good. I think the music is pretty good. I didn't realize that Ryan Reynolds could sing that well, but I guess he can.
Money can buy anything, dog.
True.
I'm gonna get Barbie. My official snack run rating for Barbie, I'm gonna give it a super clean 90%, 9 snacks out of 10. Was it the best movie this year? No. Was it the most fun I had at a theater? Yes. The energy was healthy. It was very creative film, very, very funny. Yes, it had some agendas it was pushing, but never did it feel like personally it took me out of the movie.
No, yeah. I kind of agree with like everything you said. I think one thing what really sticks out to me is like how it didn't take itself too seriously and how it was able to make fun of their own company. Like there was multiple parts in this movie where they're like, oh, Mattel, we're doing this for the money. Or like there's a part in the movie, to not go in spoilers, like, oh, Barbies were made to like empower girls or this or that. And then they go to the real world and then like it actually did quite the opposite. And like Mattel, the company, understands like, okay, yeah, this was our mission and like it failed. And like they're able just to like make fun of it.
There's a lot of little bits that I can like say to support your point.
Yes.
But they are kind of a little bit spoilerish.
Yeah, they're a little spoilers. But anyway, Mattel, totally aware that they're able to make fun of it.
One. I have to say one.
Okay.
Where at one point it was like a joke where it was like, you know what? I'm just like you. All right. Our company got sued twice. We're not perfect.
Yeah.
We avoided the IRS for too long.
Yeah. There was one part of it where no, it's a spoiler. I'll just say it. If you guys skip ahead literally 10 seconds. There's a part where Margot Robbie's like, there's no women in power up in this corporate company. He's like, there was one in the 90s. And then then like he couldn't think of anybody else, but he's like, well, that's okay. I am a son of a mother and a mother of a son. and then there's a part where he's like, I have a Jewish friend, and he's like, I don't know why he said Jewish, but I have a Jewish.
I remember laughing at that part.
I was gonna text you. I'm like, Will Ferrell reminds me of you in this movie. Like you are the
Get in the box.
Yeah, you are the Will Ferrell. Like when he was like, there was this like one chase scene and how he was running. I'm like, holy shit, that's a Ryan thing.
I'm finding out more and more that I'm like a jealous friend. I'm a little bit like a Ken, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this character arc. We should do like a small snack bite after this. Going into spoilers because like, oh man, character arcs and
just everything.
Just spoilers all around.
Everything. We're wrapping up time on our first half. But anyway, my review or my overall rating out of 10 snacks, I'm going to have to say this is a good 8.5, maybe even 8.9 out of 10. I think it was really good, really fun. Obviously, it's not a perfect movie, but I don't think it's trying to do a perfect movie. And definitely the music they incorporated into this movie, it was weird because the last 50% of the movie was like music. And the first 10% I was like, okay, there was
some music.
Yeah, there was some music in the
Lizzo type song going on.
Yes, but in the last 50%, it was like song after song after song, and then the very last song, I'm like, holy crap, I'm crying right now. I'm literally crying right now at the song, in the area where she does the thing. Oh my gosh, Billie Eilish, stop it. Slay Queen, slay.
Was it really Billie?
Yeah, it was Billie Eilish. She came out with a song. You know what's crazy? Go listen to the Billie Eilish song. It's a sad song, and Billie Eilish, she came out and said, this song is how I currently feel. And in the song, if you listen to the lyrics, Billie's talking about how she feels like a shell of who she is, how she's depressed, how she's sad, who she's not who she wants to be. I'm like, holy fuck, Billie, no.
Way to end it strong.
I know.
Brady. What was it? How are we on time?
Hot dog, man. Way too hot dog.
Really? Dang it, I had a few headlines. But we'll just have to wait till next time. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. It might be a Vine. It might be an actual sponsor this time around. We don't know. You have to stick around. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about all the latest and greatest in the summer anime 2023 lineup. There's a lot going on. There's stick around.
There's a lot going on.
We're in a race against it.
Who?
Barbie! If this doll have a bomb, I know what it means. Fear it. Build a town, build it fast. Secret laboratory. Is anyone ever going to tell the truth?
About the universe. What's going on?
I'm actually not sure. This is a matter of life and death. Our work here will ensure a peace mankind has never seen.
That's happening, isn't it?
If this got out, this would be catastrophic!
Are you saying there's a chance that when we push that button, we destroy
This doll
the world? Well, remember this day.
This is the most important thing to ever happen in the history of the world.
And we're back, baby!
We are back to the anime portion
I
of the
peaked.
podcast. You did peak, just like in high school.
At least I don't smoke like you do.
Those Camelback Blacks are getting to me.
Welcome back to the anime portion of the Snack Run podcast. That's Brady.
What's up, guys? And that's Ryan.
What's up, guys? And that's Brady.
Let's not
And
do-
there's a lot of amazing summer anime this year. We already came out with an episode about it, going over a few of the best ones.
Go watch it.
But I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit more about some more summer anime.
We have a lot. We have a lot going on. Just like in the movie, like atmosphere. I think anime. We're also getting fed well. Anime, manga, anything like related to that anime type of realm. Like we're getting fed well, and like
We're eating.
I feel like this year, like maybe at the beginning of the year, there was like a gap of like, okay, nothing's coming out, nothing's crazy happening, and then when like I would say, what was it? Not spring. When summer hit, it was like boom, boom, boom. You want
think
this? Go get it. I was like,
There were
holy
some
shit.
there were
yeah.
some bangers last spring the spring that just happened. Last year I remember Demon Slayer came out and I felt like it was dead for like most of the year afterwards. And then we had Chainsaw Man and then Cyberpunk come out like Hail Mary last minute kind of thing.
No, it was good, and like we're getting fed well. I think like it's the prime time to be an anime fan.
You can't talk to me for 3 minutes without me mentioning Reborn as a vending machine. Now I wander the dungeon.
Oh, gee whiz, the best anime out there.
And I'm not gonna harp on this for too long.
Okay.
But there was one part that I want to talk about.
Meanwhile, he's harping.
Hallelujah. So, have you watched it yet by chance?
No, I'm trying to stay away from it.
For sure, yeah, that's fine.
It looks at me weird. I'm like, don't do that.
So it's exactly how it sounds. Guy gets isekai into a new world as a vending machine, and it's really just feel good, wholesome, silly adventures, kind of thing. But my favorite part so far, not my favorite part, but like one part that kind of really took me by surprise, that one of the latest episodes.
Yeah.
The chief of the village is like, look, vending machine.
Hear me out, Vendy.
Hear me out, vending machine.
Does he have a nickname like Vendy?
They call him Boxo because he looks like a box.
Interesting.
Boxo.
Okay, go on.
Vending machine. Hey, vending machine.
Like Baksu, the sponsor.
Yeah.
Today's sponsor.
It'd be awesome if one day we just like plop open like a big Japanese crate, and Bray, put this in your mouth, and Bray, put this in your mouth, and we just like talk about like, the cool candies that come. Anyway,
Ryan likes me putting stuff in my mouth for
I
some
do.
reason.
I also like sponsors and money. So Arby's, looking at you. Never mind.
Arby's?
Subway.
Please don't tell me you actually eat at Arby's.
I haven't in like 20 years.
Okay, good. Go
But
on.
one day I plan to
what
go
does
back.
the chief of the village say?
He's like, yo, there is like disease running rampant in our village. Like, we need something to kind of put the cap on this.
Yeah.
On this thing going on. And then Boxo's like, I know just a thing. And then he's able to turn to different kind of vending machines or different items in the machine.
Really?
Depending on what he's used in his real life. So if he ever buy any kind of snack or food from vending machine, he can create it in his self.
No way.
And so he's like, try this, governor, and he like vends him some condoms, and he's like, these will work perfectly. And then like the assistant's like, oh, there's even like lube on it. And it's just like touching. and like up until this point, I was like, oh, this is just fun, feel good.
Doesn't sound feel. I mean, something sounds like it's feeling good,
So,
but
condoms can feel good sometimes. To
What?
touch, not to put on. I've never put one on.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I have. I mean, I haven't.
can't wait to edit this out.
Anyway, it took me by surprise, and I was like, "Oh, is this the direction we're going?" So I wonder if there's gonna be more of that.
Interesting.
In the future.
So does Baksu? Give me some questions I have about Baksu or Bakso or whatever. Like, does he move around freely?
No,
Like someone has to like lug him around.
She has to be carried, or he has to be carried, and it's this girl named, I think her name is Lemons, and she was blessed with strength. So she has the blessing of strength. So you get blessing of intelligence. Blessing of
Okay.
healing.
Another question: can he like talk to people, or is he like?
No, he only has four phrases, but then
So he's like a Pokemon.
but he unlocks new abilities as he grows and gets more money. So more money he
It's
gets.
like an RPG.
Yeah, but he only has like four phrases right now. It's always like "Ichitakimasu," can't wait for you to come back again, thank you, or like "have a great day," or like "welcome."
It's like a AI vending machine where only has 4 phrases to say thank you.
That's exactly what it is. And
gosh.
then Lemus is like they talk to each other by saying like, "Would you like to do this?" And then if he says like, "Have a great day," it means yes.
Okay, so interesting.
And he can spend money also. Okay, so like when people pay him for like ramen or like a chocolate bar or something, he uses that money to unlock new abilities, and he can unlock. He has an ability where he can put up
Literally
a force field.
video game. It's
It's
like
awesome.
It's exactly a video game.
Yeah, and he can heal people too.
Here's the thing: if you were that vending machine, what do you think you would have an unlimited supply of? Because
ramen.
ramen. You
Yeah.
think what do you think you wouldn't be able to like give out?
What I wouldn't be able to give out?
Yeah, like what haven't you ate? What like people say? Oh, I want this. Like
Like a true appreciation for life, I think.
I was
That's something
thinking
you have to find on your own.
I was thinking like boba.
Ah.
Yeah, like maybe I had boba once, maybe, and I didn't even like it. Like took a sip and went. Like,
Some
oh
people
my
don't like the
God.
texture.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it, and I can't control how fast I drink it, so it just shoots. It shoots in the back of my throat.
Do you know what it is about you though?
What?
You eat fast. You eat fast as fuck, boy.
You're fast as fuck, boy.
You do.
No, I do. I don't
And so
know
you're
why.
probably going.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually exactly what I did. That's a beautiful impression. But yeah, probably boba. And you said appreciation of life.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't bend that.
You can't bend that. I just burped in the.
Pop my back a lot.
Oh, look at us.
I broke. I know. Look at us. Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed?
Not
Not me.
I broke up with my therapist this week.
Oh, really? Yeah, you said they weren't good, right?
I'm sorry, Andrew. I told you on the podcast.
Andrew's like watching this.
He could be.
He could be.
Look, if he is, and look.
Hi, Andrew.
I just like.
I
I'm
don't-
better now. I'm not as fucking depressed, and so I just kind of like want to save my last few free sessions, if something ever happens.
Just in case.
And
There's always trauma
To be honest,
around the corner.
There should be a shirt. There's always
trauma around the corner. There is always, you can't, it's unavoidable.
The Snack Run Podcast.
There's always trauma around the corner. It's such a really great shirt. We should do merchandising.
We should do merch. That'd be fun.
You got really excited. You're like, we should do merch.
You know I'm a merch guy. You know I am. I create merch all the time.
You love merch. You love buying merch. You love seeing merch. You like designing merch.
You're shopping around for I'm Knuff hoodie.
Oh, I'm Ken enough.
I'm
Okay,
Ken enough
here's
goodie.
another thing. Back to, if you guys watched the first segment and not the standalone anime segment, we talked about the Barbie movie. They had really great like clothing in the Barbie. Obviously, Barbies are made to be clothed, but they have a jacket which says "I'm enough," but there's a K in front of enough which says "I'm Ken enough." I really want that, and I think I'm gonna buy it. It's only $60. It's dirt cheap, actually.
I asked him if he wanted to see the Oppenheimer today, and he said, "I don't know what. Maybe if the wallet says yes." And I was
so
like, and now he's gonna buy it anyway. So yeah, that's one of the ones I'm watching right now. Are you watching consistently any summer anime right now?
So,
Or are you interested in one?
so right now I've been keeping up with Heavenly Delusion over on Hulu.
Keeping up, my
Yeah.
guy, spring anime.
I know that's right, but it rolls over into summer anime. So I'm waiting for a new episode to release. I actually got really into it.
Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going. They release episodes like every week or something like that.
Oh.
They're on like episode 14 right now, maybe episode 12.
I dropped off at like 10, I think.
I think you should. I mean, 10's not bad. Maybe if you didn't like love it, but I started to like really like it. It's giving me a lot of like Promised Neverland vibes, but with like an open world apocalypse.
You know, I typed in horror the other night on Hulu, and Heavenly Delusion popped up for horror.
Dog, I'm gonna be honest with you. The last like 2 episodes, it's pretty gruesome. Like you were watching it, it's like holy crap.
There were some elements that are like, especially like the surgery aspect of it all.
It gets like worse. There's like this one part with like spoiling. There's this one part where it's like there's this being and the being just like hangs itself.
Being?
Being.
Oh, a person.
Like a being. Not like a person.
Okay, a creature.
A creature, yeah. A creature's a good
Hangs
way.
itself.
Hangs itself, and you see everything, and you just see like
That's like the second or third suicide in that show.
there's a lot more suicides in that show. The more you watch, it's like holy crap. But I will say, I forget the main character's name. Tokyo. Yeah, it's Tokyo. Denji would be proud of Tokyo. He's like the most simpy simp guy ever, and like you learn like the girl isn't a girl in it, and then like he's still simping over her. I'm like, dog, Denji would be so proud of you for like how much you're simping.
Did you see the new panel from Chainsaw Man?
The newish panel, or is it like a new panel?
Like last week, like last
Oh,
chapter?
last week.
Last
No,
chapter.
then what was it?
There's this new devil in town, and
town.
It's like yeah. Well, no, the new devil of the week.
Yeah.
It's like the seductive devil, and then she's like grabbing Denji's wiener, and then it's like him like this really funny face. He's like, "Oh, she's grabbing my wiener," and that's what it says right here on the text. It's so funny.
Chainsaw Man's good.
Chainsaw Man is out of fucking pocket.
Dog, I can't wait for the new season.
Did you see the fight with like the gravity devil?
The Gravity Devil?
Yeah, did you see the fight?
The manga? No.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't read the manga. I probably should, because I don't want to be that
You
guy.
have like 40 chapters to read if you want to.
Don't want to be that guy, but I got into Chainsaw Man before it was cool. Like, before the anime was even announced or anything, I got really into Chainsaw Man. I remember in 2019 or something like that, I was like, I'm going to read this whole thing. And I read most...
Way more recent than that.
Yeah. In 2019, 2020, it was 2020 for sure. I know
No.
that for a fact. You cannot
No,
say... The manga was out in 2020.
Okay, fine. Yes.
The anime wasn't out in 2020, obviously.
You should read it.
Yeah, I should. Because I got really into it. I remember, like, in 2020, I travel a lot, so that would be, like, the manga I would, like, take on the plane and stuff. Not physically. I would love physical copies. But I would, like, in my Viz account, I was like, let me download 20 chapters of Chainsaw Man. But it's really hard to read in public places because there's a lot of just naked people in Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
A lot of boobs,
bit.
a lot
Yeah.
of sex. I remember I was on the plane in that one scene where what's her face threw up in Denji's mouth. I was on the plane I was like looking to my side and side, like I really hope no one's looking at me.
I would say like 30% of all anime cannot be watched, or maybe 40% of all anime cannot be watched in public.
Dog, I'm even saying 50. Like there's like I think it could be like,
excluding hentai. I mean, not talking about hentai. We're talking about like mainstream
hentai's
to
not,
like
it's not anime. It's like
It's technically anime.
It's like its own thing. I try to
For
keep
sure.
it away
I feel
from.
like hentai just means perverted in Japanese.
Ah.
That's what it means.
They also call it H anime, so I guess it is anime.
Um,
You watch that new H anime?
but yeah, so honestly, read it. Some of it's really really good, and it goes into detail of, like they mention power a few times here and there.
You think she'll come back?
Naruto,
The guy with the
Makima's reincarnation.
Naruto.
Her name is Naruto.
Naruto. Because they can't say Naruto. That's
I'm
already.
probably butchering that name, but
Probably taken.
she becomes a main character
Oh,
too.
really?
And then Chainsaw Man's like new goal, aside from getting laid, is to raise enough money to send her to college. It's really
Aw,
sweet.
That's really sweet. That's like a much better goal rather than like I want to get laid and touch boobs. And he's like, oh, he's actually having like a character.
so funny.
He's actually having like a character arc.
Yeah.
To a point.
His character arc is like.
Then it probably goes down a little bit.
Here's like words up here is like the wrong way to live, and over here is like the right way to live. He's like,
Yeah,
like back to like
he
being
keeps
a
on
piece of
going
shit.
back. Yeah, but yeah, no, maybe I'll start to read it.
My wiener,
My
It's so
wiener.
funny. I'll show you later.
So recently, and this is probably going to be a Ryan heavy segment,
Maybe.
but recently, after some polls, the author of Naruto decided to come out with a one shot. Correct?
Yes.
So Ryan, tell me a little bit about that because I haven't read it. I did vote in the poll, and my character did get picked. What I'm very happy with.
Mine did too.
But I'm also like, we probably picked the most like common guy to get picked. Like he was definitely going to be like number 1 or 2, and
I wanted Jiraiya as well. Jiraiya, or Minato. Who else I pick?
Yeah.
There was like one other older dude that I would like to have seen.
Anyway, yeah, we're not trying to blue ball you guys, but a Minato one shot just came out. Ryan read it. I haven't read yet. I mean, just came out. That was like 2 weeks ago, 3.
Last week.
Yeah, was it last week?
Sunday, Minato, or I don't know if it's Minato or Minato, but a 53-page one-shot manga came out for him.
Yeah, some of the pages were colored.
Yeah, like first 4 pages were colored, and it was a manga about when he was a younger man. He is still very powerful, but still a young man, and it was about the creation of the Rasengan. And so
I kind of like that actually.
Yeah,
I kind of like that.
and so it was Minato, Jiraiya, and another kind of like a throwaway shinobi were on a mission. And 2 of the tail beasts were about to do bijou bombs on them. And then he got to observe closely about how they created the bijou bombs. And then later he decided to try to create his own bijou bomb.
Oh wow.
And this first name for it was like the Toad Sage twin spiral vortex. And then Kushina, his wife, is that his name right? Kushina?
I call her red hair bimbo.
Yeah, redhead bimbo. She was like, that's a stupid name. Because it was like really long.
Yeah. So did she come up with the name?
Yeah, she ended up coming up with a name later.
That's always good when you're.
I didn't read the manga. I didn't read it. I skimmed it, and I also heard other people talk about it. But I should probably read it.
Yeah.
But it was about the creation of it, and how he always wanted to be there for his wife no matter what.
Something short and sweet. You know,
Yeah.
add some stuff. Take some. It doesn't really take some stuff, but add some stuff. You know, some character fluff, and like adds a little backstory to like a character. What we all wanted. Excuse me. Do you think that? I think what would have been cooler. Takes a lot more time and money. If they did like a one-shot anime of it, or like a little special, like a little hour special. I would love that.
So the Naruto books, they call it Resuden. Resputin. Rasputin. No. So there's novels for Naruto, and those ended up getting adapted. Both of them did.
Oh wow.
So but it took like 4 years. So there was one novel about Sadada's real parents, because she's like, I wear glasses. How is this possible? I'm Uchiha. My parents don't wear glasses. And so like they went on this big adventure, like looking for like her real parents, and that was a novel got adapted into the anime. And then later there was a novel where Sasuke fights a fucking dinosaur, and so that got
adapted into Boruto.
And so
it
I'm
was
trying to say
terrible
that
animation too.
it was bad. I think it was bad because like it was airing alongside like when One Piece had like billions of dollars being poured into it, and so it was,
still do have billions of dollars. They're putting so much fucking money into that pot. They're like every episode.
So what I'm trying to say is that there is a chance that Minato one shot might be anime.
I would like that. Yeah. Oh, so sorry.
Dude, Naruto's actually popping up this year too. I mean, obviously not as hard as One Piece, but it's popping off still because Boruto's coming back. It's taking a month or two hiatus, coming back on the 2nd,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a time skip about 5 years.
I think that would be cool.
And Sarada's her time skip design got revealed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she looks.
And she's cute. Wait, how old is she yet?
I think she's like 17 or 18.
Never mind. She's not cute.
Yeah, no, she's
ugly.
respectable.
No, she's ugly. I would never touch her. I would never even read
So
her.
if a kid's under 18, you call them ugly.
Yes.
But once they're over 18,
They're filthy. Ugly.
they're filthy.
Ugly. Don't want them.
What's
I actually
your
don't
wife
even.
then?
I don't even want to smell them.
What's your wife then? She's over 18. What's your wife?
What's my wife?
Yeah.
She's my wife.
You heard it here first, folks. I don't know.
No, but that would be cool. I think I don't know what's the disconnect with Baruto because people just bash it. Could be the writing. Could be. Do you think it's more the writing thing, or do you think the anime is just like poor?
fillers.
It's just It's just annoying fillers, pacing.
There's more fillers than there's actual more fillers than there's canon.
That's just so annoying. And like that's kind of the hard thing is like One Piece doesn't have like fillers, but they have pacing problems, and the pacing's pretty bad. But I don't know if I would like more fillers or sorry, if I would like less.
Is it too slow or too fast?
No, pacing's too slow. Sometimes
Pacing can be too fast.
Yeah.
I think My Adventure Superman pacing is lightning fast.
Yeah,
Like
balls to the
boom, boom,
wall.
boom, 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 boom.
But for like how long One Piece has been going, like it shouldn't have like pacing problems. Like in Dressrosa, because I was thinking about this. New chapter just came out with like Garp, Luffy's dad, is fighting like these big bad pirates guys.
I thought Garp was his adopted
Sorry. Garp is Luffy's grandpa. My bad.
actually skimmed the chapter.
You skimmed the
Are you
chapter.
proud of me?
I'm very proud.
I
It's
skimmed it this morning.
wow. How was the art? Did you enjoy it?
The art?
Yeah, it's alright. It's
It was
nothing crazy.
passable. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it's passable. He's more of a story guy than an art guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's apparent.
Yeah.
He can't draw for shit. He can draw. He's fine.
I mean, he's better than the Hunter x Hunter artist.
I'll give you that. And I don't think JJK is that good of art either. I mean, like, I think for some
Demon
parts.
Slayer art? Pretty bad. But it's the story.
We're just shitting all the artists.
I mean, that's what. It's if you have the story, then that's what animes are for. Like the One Piece anime right now, the balls. to the
Remember
wall.
like two podcasts ago I showed you a couple of JJK panels that were just really rough.
So bad.
So
bad.
rough.
Oh, anyway, like I was saying, there's some parts in Dressrosa where like the crew was like running to this one area and it would take them like 2 episodes just to get to the location. And it's like fill in those 2 episodes with like what's going on now or whatever. And like because there's multiple things happening in the world instead of just like dragging on like, oh, they're going to fight these bad guys and it's going to take 15 chapters just to get there. Like fill in that section with like what else is going around in the world. And they do that. It's just some stuff like what we're getting now. I wish we got like for some like pacing issues.
No, I agree. My first time watching Shippuden, I dropped off because remember this one part where it was like the granny who was controlling like the puppets. Remember that part?
Yeah.
And remember there was like they're trying to save Gaara.
Yeah.
There's a part where
Oh, that's like at the beginning.
Yeah, so I dropped off pretty early on. There's a part where Guy Sensei and Lee and I think Tenten were like jumping through like the trees. I feel like they were jumping through the trees for like fucking like 6 episodes.
And they're just talking. And
they're just talking.
They're just talking.
And I
There's
dropped off.
there's no meaningful like substance behind
Thank
them talking. Yeah, no,
Thank you.
get
And I
that.
was like, if I was watching in Japanese, I would have dropped off even faster.
Here's the thing: the pacing and filler is also bad, but I do think there's some filler what like really makes up for it. There's this one Naruto, it's Shippuden filler, where Naruto fights like a robot version of himself, or I think someone fights a Naruto version, like robot version of himself. I'm like, that's good filler right there. I don't think there's anything as good filler because if it's not canon, it's not. Why is it there? But like there is definitely filler. It's like, okay, it's passable. I'll understand.
Towards the end, they a lot of the characters got put into that infinite Tsukuyomi thing where they all went to cocoons and were dreaming.
Yeah.
There was like probably 20 episodes of filler for that one. Where they all went through like different other dreams. How like, Lee became Hokage and like this person started a family and this person like started a dog farm and stuff. And it was just like, I guess I kind of needed Choji starting up a ramen shop. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I love that one fan theory. It's like, oh, Naruto's like in the cocoon and he's dreaming about
Oh my
Boruto,
gosh.
and
So
like there's
old.
that one fan art. It's like, Oh, so Boruto's just fan art, or it's just like no, Boruto's just a dream in the cocoon.
Yeah. So stupid.
So stupid.
But yeah. So a lot of amazing summer anime. Let's talk real quick about. I know you haven't seen it yet. Maybe we can show it to you after this podcast. JJK episode 3 season 2 episode 3.
I heard it pops off, like absolutely just balls to the wall, pops off.
Dude, I was not expecting. My jaw dropped. I was like, what? What? Very, very good. I liked it a lot. You have to watch it.
Yeah, I do. I watched the first and second episode, and then literally it was on my to-do list. I have a physical list of like, and it says watch JJK episode 3. I never got to it.
Animation's so cool too.
Yeah, it's like it's just, and I love how much swag they have. Like definitely like Gojo when he was like younger and kind of like Itadori's age. Like he had a lot of swagger. He's goofy. He definitely looks goofy and funny, but he had a lot of swagger. I mess with him a lot.
Yeah. He rocks those glasses.
Oh, he does.
Not a lot of people can. Like I know Vash Stampede has similar glasses, right?
It's those like big round glasses because it's just like if you don't rock them, then you look like the 3 blind mice. Like you have to.
That's so true. That's such a good comparison.
I've tried rocking them before, and I'm like, no.
Do you have a pair still? I want to try.
No, I don't have a pair.
You know who else rocks them?
Who?
Doesn't? Oh, I was say Doflamingo, but he has like different glasses.
Oh, those are different type, but they're the smaller type of glasses, kind of like same vibe.
Yeah. So we have Vash. We have
best glasses in the anime. Vash the Stampede.
That would be a cool like.
Welcome back to Watch Mojo. We're talking about the best glasses in anime.
Top 10 glasses in anime. Number 1, Gojo Satoru.
Gojo, Vash. Who else has glasses?
Oh, black guy from Naruto. What's his name?
He has glasses.
Eight Tails. Didn't he have like little beady glasses?
Oh, Bumblebee or whatever.
Bumblebee,
or
yeah.
B, whatever his name was.
He's really bad at rapping.
Bad. He's pretty good at rapping. He was lit. Those bars were fire.
Maybe good content. Good content. If there was a music producer who made his raps good.
I think his raps are good. Do you not think? Maybe you just don't like his style or his flow. Maybe his flow is just a little off for you.
His flow's too low for show.
For show.
It's not touch me in the right
anyway,
places.
before we wrap up, tell me a little bit about episode 3. Obviously, no spoilers because I'm watching it still.
Yeah, we can watch it right now. I think I'm down to watch it because when I watched it, I was on the treadmill. I wasn't really reading it that much because I was like, I was going ham.
So you're just looking, pretty animation.
That's kind of what I was doing. Not
in that voice too.
Not gonna lie to you.
Yay, pretty animation.
Yay!
Yeah.
And the guy next to me is like, "Can you shut the fuck up?"
Shut the fuck up. And then you look back.
I haven't seen that episode yet. Okay.
Then you look back at him and he's not there. It's like,
dude. Speaking of which, I went to go run today.
Yeah.
And there was a guy in the gym. Oh. He was on the treadmill.
So you left.
And so I lifted for a little bit, and I was like, it's getting closer to 11 because I promised I'd be here at 11, and I was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What time were you here at?
11.
Ryan, what time were you here at?
12:02.
Ryan, what time were you?
That's the fucking time I was here.
12:15.
No, it was not 12:15. Anyway,
okay.
I went to a run, and then I just lived there for like probably half hour, 40 minutes, and then I went back to my place. I got ready, took my shower, ate, took a shower, got ready. I came out of my apartment like probably 45 minutes later. He was still running. He was still running.
Like there's some people I see, definitely people who are like really into fitness. They'll reset the machine, so the machine could only count up to like a certain like miles or like minutes, and then it resets. That's what like a lot of like professional like not bodybuilders, but like fitness influencers do, is like they'll reset like the Stairmaster. So you have to get to like 99 minutes on the Stairmaster, then it resets. Twice? No, just once. Just 99 minutes on the Stairmaster.
I had a good idea when I was doing my mile, I think yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I was watching Demon Slayer because like last 2 episodes of Demon Slayer episode season 3 because they're really hype.
Yeah.
And the hype stuff gets me going.
Yeah.
I was watching it and I was like, what if there was a cool like treadmill that kind of like had like a quadruple screen around you that kind of created like a story scenario as you're running.
Ooh,
and you can set it to like
kind of like a VR type treadmill.
Yes. And how about there's different levels like maybe like a 3-mile run that goes up and down a little bit can be you as Tanjiro training in the mountains.
That's crazy. They could do that. They have the technology because for one they have like stupid technology for like bike machines where it's like just a little screen and like you're just biking on a trail. It's kind of stupid. But they have like VR video game like things where they hook you up to this rig and you could run as fast as you can. Usually it's like a shooting game, and then you have your headset on. But that would be cool. Or even set it up as like, you know those race car games where like you have your race car on the steering wheel, and some people like upgrade it where there's like 5 screens in front of them and kind of like surrounds them.
Like the Gran Turismo thing.
Yeah, the Gran Turismo thing. Yeah, you could totally do that with like running.
Right,
I think
and
that
then
would get people a lot more motivated.
I was thinking like, so like level 1 is him like going through the just trying to qualify to become a demon slayer, and then level 6 would be like Hashira level where you're fighting the first upper moon, and then it'll show like a bunch of cool like in crazy segments of you like going through the arc, and you had to run maybe like 5 miles, and then the treadmill will automatically go up and down for
that's really cool.
Yeah, and then like
you should patent that. You should make it.
That'd be really cool, huh?
Yeah.
And then like ask like other animes and other TV shows that they want to be a part of this. Like, what if Invincible, right? Well, like let's say you download the Invincible training arc.
You're just running from Omni-Man, and he's just trying to beat
like
you.
level like 5 or level 10 maybe. You're fighting Omni-Man, right?
He's just beating you.
Yeah.
He's like, think.
Then maybe like new animation though for like, you know.
No, that's a really cool premise. I really like it when like they incorporate like fitness to like nerdy stuff like anime. There's a One Piece themed gym in Japan. Have you seen it?
You told me about it before.
Yeah,
once.
it's really crazy. I don't know if it's actually like a good gym, but they have like a giant like Luffy hand like coming out of the ground, and like it's just more of a decoration. But they have like a lat pull down machine. So lat pull down is like one of those bars, and you just pull down like that. They have like a white beard mustache, what goes like that. So every time you pull down, the mustache goes in front of your face, so it looks like you have a
That's
mustache. I was like, that's so funny and quirky. Love it when the two worlds combine.
Yeah, it happens a lot. There's actually a handful of anime like artist made merch shops that are like that combine like anime. You have some. The gym shorts.
And like,
the wristbands.
It's such a like a thing because I think anime motivates. Like honestly,
yeah. I mean, it has for me a little bit here and there.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely one of those things, and people get really into it.
Back to my treadmill thing. I've seen those like corny tank tops that are like train to beat Goku, maybe Krillin. And then like to fight Krillin, you do like level 2. You had to run 5 miles up and down the treadmill, and then like level 50 is like you fight Goku. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yamcha, you just walk.
Yeah, or you lay
Yamcha,
down.
yeah, you just you lay down. You let the treadmill just push you off. Hot dog man.
Hot dog baby girl.
It's about that time. We talked about a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, a lot.
I'm excited for this thumbnail. It's gonna be so freaking pink. I might even redo the logo a little bit.
Oh my god, with some like flowers and some sparkly things. Like, remember in Barbie where that person and the other person, they're not trying to do spoilers. They were yelling at each other and the sparkles started coming out.
Yeah.
It's a very fruity movie. Maybe that's why we liked it. We're both fruit baskets.
Well, more like comfortable with who we are.
We're very secure.
Yeah.
Very secure.
Rawr.
Anyway, thanks guys for watching the Snack Round podcast. If you guys like what we have to offer, stick around, comment, like, and subscribe. And like we're not only on YouTube, we're on other platforms such as
we update our Spotify playlist every week, along with our Apple Podcast playlist as well. Well, we like to push our YouTube one because like we do a lot of quirky things with our faces and our hands. Like, whoa, you're not gonna see this in Spotify.
No. You know where else you could see clips just like that?
Oh.
TikTok and
YouTube Shorts
and
Vine.
No, we tried bringing Vine back, but they didn't. They gave us a harsh no, and then they also wrote us a really mean letter. I don't know why they had to be so mean about it.
Yeah, they called you the F word.
Yeah, Frank. They called me Frank. My dad's name.
I thought your dad's name was Peter. What is it?
You called him Frank. I was going back to the joke.
Oh,
you're really good.
You're a ballpark Frank hot dog. Oh, also, fucking reels.
Instagram. We're really pushing our short form content. So go over there. You know, like some stuff. Maybe share some stuff. But stick around and maybe you'll see more of
some
us.
stuff. Yeah. You know, maybe we said something that was controversial or wacky or silly or
maybe you just like making fun of us. So roast us in the comments.
Yeah, they're like interracial podcasters. Ew, yuck. What is this? 2023.
Yeah.
It is.
It is 2023.
Look at that. It's 2023.
Anyway, guys, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
And don't forget to kiss your dad square in the lips. See you later.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Not Kevin. Not Peter. What's his other name?
You came up with Frank earlier.
Frank. No, I did not say Frank. I never said Frank.
You said Frank.
I'm pretty sure I never said Frank.
You said Frank.
I'm thirsty.
You're a thirsty girl.